Welcome to Indie Game Demo Night. And as you can imagine, what we do every Wednesday is we're going to play some indie games. Two that I checked out that are pretty different from each other as far as genre goes, but they both look really neat. And that's usually what my basis is for picking these. I pick what appeals to me at some level. Sometimes I'm in the mood for a specific genre of game, and if I find a trailer if I find a demo that I like, that's it. It's done. Like, all right, that's what we're playing. As long as I can play it on my PC and stream it at the same time, that's all I need. So tonight, we're going to be looking at Home: A Story of Light, which is developed by Think Picture Studios, and this is actually their first game, although they do have experience throughout the industry as far as animation, composition, writing. It's a studio of 3 people from the UK, 3 friends actually, who've come together to make their first game. Inspiration for this one is... I'm looking here because I was talking with one of the developers earlier. Actually, I didn't get his name. Oops. That sometimes happens. I'll strike up a conversation with somebody, and I won't even ask what their name is. And I won't realize until well after, like, man, I never knew that guy's name. It's just a detail. I guess it's not always important. I mean, I find the conversation to be more important sometimes. So, I can't believe I don't know. Can't believe I didn't ask the name. Oh well. I'm sure I'll find out later. But the inspiration for this is Broken Sword, Discworld, Machination, The Last Guardian, Studio Ghibli, and Disney Classics. And the game aims to be... It's really... I mean, I started it a little bit. It's really heavy on atmosphere. And the demo promises to give us a slice of what they're going for overall, the general vibe throughout the game. So, that's good. And on average, it's going to take around under 30 minutes, but we're going to go, I might go over a little bit with a fine-tooth comb on this one, so it may take a little bit longer than that. Luke TPS, hello. Wait a minute. TPS? That's not Think Picture Studios, is it? Are you the person that I was talking to on Twitter whose name I didn't bother to ask? Hello, Luke. How are you? It's a pleasure to have you on. I was saying earlier, I don't know if you've been on the entire time, but I was saying earlier that I have this habit of just getting into a conversation with people and not bothering to ask their name. And because it's a detail that doesn't seem immediately important in service of the conversation that I'm having. So later on, I'll be like, what was that dude's name? Or what was that girl's name? I didn't bother to ask, and then I feel like an idiot. But then again, sometimes people don't bother to ask me for my name. They just enjoy the conversation with me, so maybe I'm not the only idiot. And you're forever opening messages with like, hey man, yeah. I mean, I do that anyway, so it just kind of flows. But ladies and gentlemen, anybody else that's here, Luke is one of the 3 developers at Think Picture Studios who's responsible for one of the demos that we're going to be playing tonight. And I gotta say, just looking at the screenshots of it, even down to the logo design and the music and the trailer, I mean, it all kind of looks... I mean, you were mentioning that you were going for a specific vibe where you want to make this point-and-click game feel like a cinematic experience. And from the trailer that I've seen so far and the stills that I've seen on the Steam page, yeah, I can see it. So that's got my hopes up. But we're going to be playing this game. We're going to find out how close you got. But I noticed that there's no release date for the game. Any ballpark, like 2025, early 2026? Anything that you can share, or do you want to keep that close to the chest? Which I understand if you do. Let's see. Yeah, I was saying earlier, I'm like, okay, so they haven't... I was reading whatever information I could find on the website for this game and on the Steam page. I'm like, okay, so How big could their studio be? Well, okay, so they mentioned that they have an in-house composer, and I've spoken to somebody on Twitter, so I'm assuming they have at least 2 people, and it turns out you have 3, so it's pretty close. Oh, the chat messages aren't showing up on this overlay. Oops. Well, you know what? It's after 8 o'clock, so let's turn off the Bossa Nova and get right into the game. Alright, there we go. Oop, hang on 1 second. Just want to make sure my audio levels are okay. Close-ish. Late 2026 is probably more realistic. We're aiming for a Kickstarter at the beginning of next year. Oh yeah, I did see that. Which will really help speed things along if we're successful. All right, cool. Yeah, I think I saw something like 90 days. It's something like that's going to be coming. Either way, I'm sure you'll announce it and we'll spread the word. All right, so let's get into it. Let's go to new game. So we're going to be somewhere in the middle of the story. Dear player, we hope you enjoy our demo for Home, A Story of Light. It takes place sometime after our hero's journey has already begun. A big thanks from Luke, Thomas, and Ben. Okay.
Not all stories start with a bang. Some stories start with a squeak. The mouse was acting very peculiar. Anxiously, it scampered for the safety of Grayson's cloak. And even stranger still, Grayson didn't recognize where they were. Swiftly standing to attention, Grayson surveyed the room. It was odd. The place felt familiar, yet unfamiliar at the same time. Each bolstered by the other, and ready or not, Grayson and the mouse strode on, unsure of what lay ahead.
So that's Daddy, the
Grayson
inventor.
began to wake. His body ached, and his bones rattled. Blearily, he examined the grim night before him. As his dreams quickly faded from memory, he remembered his goal. If he wanted to see his father again, to get even one step closer to home, he needed to get into that pub. But how?
Okay, so let's look at how we do things. Left click when objects or characters have multiple ways to be interacted with. Left click will open the verb coin. All right. When objects or characters have a single use, your cursor will change to the available command. That's handy, okay. Double-clicking exit points will take you to the next scene instantly. Open and close inventory by clicking on the bag icon or by scrolling the mouse wheel. Combine items with other items in your inventory, objects in the environment, or other characters. Combine items with other items in your inventory or objects in the environment or other characters. Okay. Right-click to examine items. Once an inventory item is selected, right-click will reset your cursor. Okay. Hotspots. Press and hold spacebar to highlight which objects or areas are interactable. Words are hard. Interactable within a scene. Releasing spacebar hides all hotspots. Okay. And settings menu. We know what that is. You can see this overview again anytime within the settings. Okay. Cool. What's this? Takes us back. So the scene started with him waking up, sleeping outside. Wonder why he was doing that. All right, so let's have a look here. I try not to use the hotspot indicator too often, unless I'm absolutely stuck. So let's just see here. So we've got a bouncer dude. So let's look at the bouncer.
A heavy-set man stood blocking the doorway, sniffling angrily under the peak of his flat cap.
Well, he's outside in the rain. I'd be angry too. What happens if we try and touch him? Uh-oh.
Yeah. Alleyway, man. What's it been like here down now this time of need, eh?
Bless you.
Oh, bloody hell. Reet, where you's best gone, yem. Oh. Sorry, you're not understanding me accent, like. Yeah, how's about this then? Go home.
All right.
Go home.
Okay, so that's all we get from this guy. What other options we got? Oh, mouse. You want to meet my pet
The
mouse?
mouse had just gotten over a cold. It seemed wise to keep its distance.
Oh. Okay. I like that it's not just a generic, no, you can't do that. And what does this say? Duke Edinburgh? It's just kind of faded there.
The Geordie Lamp. This was the place. Grayson needed to find a way in.
Okay. So, are we going to be able to get past this guy? He's got a cold. Maybe we need to bring him some soup and then he'll leave to go eat it and then we can walk in the front door. Who knows? Oh, looks like we can go over here. Oh, what's this? Fence.
The metal railings were fixed into the wall. The top of one had been shorn to a sharp edge.
Oh. Okay, we'll have to remember that. Because we might need it to interact with another object. Okay, so we can also go over here. Let me see if I missed anything. No. So we can go this way to the what looks like an alley or over here. Let's go over here first. Oh, there's more over here. All right. Can we go down here? Nope. Doesn't look like it. Well, let's see what's over here. A horse station.
Iron horse tethers were fixed onto the market wall. One hung loosely from its fitting. A horse must have bolted, Grayson thought.
A loose fitting. A hoof nipper. Is this for... Not for shaving like the...
Would leave a perfectly good pair of hoof nippers just lying around, Grayson thought.
I'm not a farrier, but I think those are for just like shaving off the bottoms of a horse's hoof. I'm not sure. Alright. So, we've got an item in our inventory.
There were no horses to be seen.
Whoops.
But you never know when something might need a good nip, Grayson thought.
Well, it did mention that one of these was loose.
It didn't work.
No. Okay. So we've got one item in our inventory. And there's nothing over here.
Ah, Newcastle. Somewhere in the bustling city was Grayson's home, nestled between the cobblestone pavements and the towering oil lamps. Grayson would get there, he was sure of it.
Honestly, this guy, the guy who's doing the narration, I can listen to this man read a phone book. His voice is very soothing. So we have a table.
The day's market must have been eventful, Grayson thought, staring at the broken table.
Can we do anything with this?
There was nothing to be done.
No. I'm guessing mouse can't do anything.
Shrugged, unsure how it could help.
Yeah, I really like that. I like that every single option seems to have its own dialogue. It makes it feel... It doesn't make it feel like a game. It makes it actually feel like... It gives it that cinematic quality. It works towards that. I'm enjoying that so far. Oh, we got a paper bag. What's this?
The bag looked sad and sodden.
Oh, is there something in it?
The bag was cold and wet to touch.
No.
Grayson tossed it aside.
There's something under it. What's this? Vaseline.
Vaseline? That always comes in handy, Grayson thought.
Sure. Good for lubricating things. Good for... Actually, oh, wait a minute. Maybe we give this to the guy to, I don't know, maybe he's got like a dry nose. You can use Vaseline on the inside of your, I don't know.
The tin was stuck. Grayson would have to find another way to dislodge it.
It's also good for like for camping. Campers usually keep it because it's good for starting fires. You can use it to you soak cotton balls with Vaseline and then it's a good fire starter. So this is stuck. Can we use this? Ah, we can. Well, I don't want to combine this with that. All right.
The tin was warped, its lid fixed in place. It was too difficult to open by hand.
I'm guessing we can't...
Grayson couldn't get the angle right. He needed another way to open the tin.
Well, we can go back and try that fence. Rotting fruit.
These perishables look perished, Grayson thought.
How astute, Grayson. I'm guessing we can't...
Grayson wasn't that hungry.
No.
The mouse flared its nostrils, inhaling the rotten stench. Ah, a good vintage, it seemed to say.
Okay. Did we miss anything? Doesn't look like it. I was just thinking we could take some of that rotten fruit and throw it at this guy and then have him give chase and we hide and then we run around and get in the door. But I don't think we want to do it that way because he would eventually come back and he'd be really cross. So let's go this way. Oh. Wait, why did he take his hood off? There's still rain coming down over here. Well, either way.
A warm orange glow emanated from the lantern. The lantern was too high.
I'm guessing Mouse isn't going to be able to do with it.
The mouse wasn't going up there.
The only issue... I'm having a... Selecting these coins, I mean, I have to keep my mouse really tight here, because as soon as I scroll away, it disappears. So, it's a minor nuisance. Can we do anything in here?
The crates were perfectly stacked. Grayson didn't want to ruin them.
Okay, I'm sorry, but that's not perfectly stacked. Look at that. That's not perfectly stacked. What standards do you have, Grayson?
A small tower of crates was placed next to the kitchen doorway.
Mouse find anything in
The
there?
mouse wasn't sure how it could help.
Yeah, neither was I. So we got drain.
The window was thick with steam, obscuring Grayson from the chef.
Okay, well that's good. So we have another way potentially in here.
Maybe this is my way in, Grayson pondered.
Maybe, Grayson.
It seemed a very big door for a mouse, so small.
At this point, I'm going through all of these dialogue options just because I like listening to this guy.
Huh?
Western Union.
I'm cooking, man! Can't run the front.
I can't. The guy won't let me in.
I'm where, man?
I'm wondering if, like, he's going to get incensed to the point where he's going to come out and yell at me. And then the mouse will get in.
I'm where, man?
No, we've exhausted all of our dialogue options. Okay. So... Oh, ash pile.
A small pile of ash had amassed on the windowsill. Newcastle was an industrial city. There was plenty of ash to go around.
That's a very, very subtle way of telling me you can't do anything with that. Okay, fair enough. I'm guessing...
There was a large pile of cigarettes on the ground. The chef must have been a heavy smoker.
Oh, no kidding.
Grayson was too young for a smoke.
Oh, there's more. There's a barrel and drain and a lever. So...
The window was...
Oh, we already read that one.
Grayson didn't want to get too close. The chef might have seen him.
Oh, okay, so... We're gonna have to duck the chef somehow. Can we climb up this?
Grayson didn't think that would help.
I guess not.
The downpipe was heavy with quick-flowing rainwater that gushed into the drain.
And I'm guessing Mouse isn't gonna be able to climb or do anything with
The
this.
mouse had never been keen on sewers.
Okay, don't blame him. What about this?
It was a barrel sitting on a trolley of some sort.
Oh, okay, that explains the lever. Alright.
The mouse chirped supportively, unsure what else to do.
Okay.
Grayson wasn't sure what to do.
Can we move it? Okay, I guess not. Maybe it's full.
The barrel was too heavy. There must be a way to move it, Grayson thought.
Well, there is a bung.
The bung was stubborn. It wasn't going anywhere without a fight.
I don't think the Vaseline would work for this because you wouldn't be able to lubricate the parts that are in there. So let's try the hoof nippers. Ah, success.
After an initial struggle, the bung popped from the barrel and outpoured its sweet-smelling contents.
Oh, all that ale wasted.
The ale had become almost indistinguishable from the rainwater.
What a waste. Alright, so we can probably move this now.
Huh? What's that going on down there?
You should go out and investigate.
Ah, it's those bloody urchins again, I bet. Yeah! If I see yous again, yous are getting in the soup, burning butter special.
Eric! What the
Oh.
bloody hell are you doing, man? That stew should have been done an hour ago. Get in and get to work.
Boiling.
I am coming. I was just sorting the special ingredient.
Urchins? Oh, he left the door open.
That did the trick. The chef left the door wide open. Grayson was elated. But it began to dawn on him. The chef was still at his station, alert as ever. Grayson needed a distraction.
Ah, Mouse to the rescue, maybe?
Hang on, Grayson thought.
Huh?
Sir, better leave us alone, like.
Oh.
What's that sound? Ash, hot with ember, floated down, extinguishing on the barrel's sodden top. An idea began to form in Grayson's mind.
Put the
Plan
Vaseline
in
there?
place, Grayson and the mouse got to work.
Well, Grayson, do you want to tell me what the plan is? Will this work?
It didn't work.
What?
Must have been another way.
Oh, it's not even letting me select it. Okay. Well, let's go back to the alleyway. Oh, okay. We have a toppled crate and we have regular crates. Okay.
Crates were stacked against the alley wall. The crates looked a bit too heavy to lift.
I don't need you to lift them. I need you to open them.
That wasn't going to work.
Okay, fine.
There were no horses to be seen.
Hmm?
But you never know when something might need a good nip, Grayson thought.
I don't know why that happened. Okay. What about the toppled crate? That's already opened.
The crate was partially open, catching Grayson's eye.
Ah, that tells me there's something important.
Grayson removed the lid. Ah, empty. Well, except for some wood shavings.
Ooh.
Grayson placed the wood shavings in his satchel.
Now, was I right? Did I predict what we would need to do here? Wood shavings and
The
Vaseline?
tin was warped, its lid fixed in place. It was too difficult to open by hand.
And we couldn't use this. What else have we seen so far that could work? Nothing. That wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. Barrel top. Well, hang on a second.
The barrel was too wet.
Ah, okay.
Besides, the wood shavings wouldn't light on their own, Grayson thought.
Well, no, that's what the ash is for, but he's right. Narrator man is right. Maybe there's something in the kitchen we can use. I mean, the chef doesn't turn around. His back is to us the whole time. So it'll have to be something that we can sneak past.
A set of cooking utensils hung from the kitchen wall.
Can we grab one?
Grayson couldn't reach, not without alerting the chef.
Okay. And I'm guessing there's nothing. All right. Oh, wait a second. That fence thing. Because you can, like, I don't know if anyone's ever tried to open a bottle of beer, but just by like having the edge of the cap on the side of a table, and then you hit the top of it. Let's see if that would work. We have to cut this off? Can we cut this off?
Must have been another way.
No. Okay. Let's just try it this way. Ah.
That did the trick. The lid flew off the tin, leaving its base intact.
All right. I think we're in business. Let's combine.
It didn't look useful.
Whoops. Combine
The
that.
tin was warped, its lid fixed in place.
Wait, what?
It was too difficult to open by hand.
It's open. Combine this with this. Ah, there we go. So now we have...
What a cozy little nest, Grayson thought.
a nest for flames, maybe. All right, let's give this a whirl. Hoping there's nothing more that I need. Ah, there we go.
The wood shavings were alight. But it didn't look particularly impressive.
Yeah.
How can I aggravate the flames, Grayson thought.
Alcohol. Oil. Something from the kitchen. It would have to be. Because there's nothing else that's available out here. Except for maybe some rotting fruit, but that wouldn't work. Alright, well... well, let's see. Oh, wait. Ha ha ha. Big old bottle of gin. Anything else? Can't reach that without alerting the chef. Cooking oil or something. Hang on, let's see. So there's the door inside the pub. Shelves. Flour. What is it? Wait a minute.
A bag of flour sat on the shelf, squashed, fraying at the seams.
I mean, that seems like a health code violation, but...
Several shelves were fixed to the wall, with what could only be described as shoddy workmanship.
that's being generous.
Several shelves were
Okay,
fixed to the...
same one. So can we,
Grayson couldn't reach the shelf without being spotted. It required a discreet solution.
okay. Message received, game. Release the mouse. Come on, you can do it, buddy.
What a leap. The mouse had done it. Now it was time to get to work.
What's this?
The shelf was half collapsed on one side, held up by a sack of flour. The mouse cocked its head curiously. It seemed to be devising a plan.
Held up by a bag of flour, and it said it was frayed at the seams. How's he gonna get down?
The shelf had a sheer edge. The mouse would fall if it wasn't careful.
Oh, we
He
can't
needed
have
to
that.
find a safer way down.
Okay, so...
The bottle was far too heavy to push. The mouse had to find another way to get it to Grayson.
Okay. So we can't go this way. We can't climb down a level here. So somewhere we can climb down here? I'm guessing by the fact that the camera pulls back, there is. There's a ricer. Is that it? Okay. So this is the thing, but I can't move it. Why not? Oh. You should be able to reach that, right? Oh no.
Bloody thing won't stay shut. I'll sort it later. I'm behind as it is.
Oh, good. So... Oh, perfect. We gave ourselves a little platform. I like how every single step he takes, he's looking at the chef. He's wary. So, can we get up on this shelf? Wait. This is... That looks like cooking oil, but we can't select it. Alright. Do your thing. Oh. Damn it. Nice reflexes, chef.
But what? How the...
Uh-oh.
What? God's sake, man! This place is a mess!
It wasn't me, Addy. It was...
I don't want to hear it, Eric. Get this cleaned up.
It was the one-armed man.
Soup ready.
It's not right yet. It needs to reduce just a little bit.
Leave it. Just... leave it. Wait there.
Just add a bit of cornstarch and thicken it up that way.
So this.
Oh, that... Don't drink all of it, man.
Oof. Yeah, that's the stuff. That'll get me through.
Oh. That is either strong booze or he is a lightweight because he's kind of like... He already looks like he's half in the bag. Although he stopped smoking. Shoot. So... Alright, so that didn't work. Okay. Well, I mean, we got further ahead, but I don't think we're going to be able to get
The
this.
chef was tipsy, but the gin was well within eyeline. Grayson needed a distraction.
Oh, can we do something with the broom handle?
The broom was leaning against the kitchen counter. Grayson had never been keen on cleaning.
I'm not asking you to clean, Grayson. Oh. Deploy the mouse again.
God no, stinging rat! Get out me kitchen! I'll kill...
Eric, are you daft? What are you doing and get to work? Please!
Sorry, Mara. Back to it.
Okay, that's it, eh? Alright, cool. Mouse is with us, unharmed, thankfully. We have booze. And... Operation Conflagration, commence. Not the soup! Oh, you fool.
Aye, crisis averted.
Well, one crisis.
Shit.
Eric, where are you? Why is this kitchen still a mess? What?
Addy, Mara, now listen. I don't know what's been happening.
Don't marry me, you shit! You're sacked! Done! Finished! Gone! Before I wring your sodden neck!
Addy, please, just hear me out, like... Rats! What if it was... rats? All along.
Right. Yeah.
Honestly, the voice acting throughout this game has been really good. I like it.
Anxious, determined.
You just made a guy lose his
Looking
job.
down at the mouse once again. One bolstered by the other, they entered the pub, ready to meet their fate head on. Just one more step on the road back home. Back to Grayson's father.
Thank you for playing our demo. We hope you enjoyed it. I did. 3 of us very passionate about this project and would love for the full version of this game to exist. For that to happen, we need your help. Please pre-register to our Kickstarter page if you'd like to contribute towards making this game a reality. I didn't read the rest, but... oh, wait, hang on. Oh, and it's just thank you from the developers. Yeah. Luke Fletcher, Thomas Dolby, and Ben Harding. So Ben did the writing. Luke did the programming, art, and animation. And Thomas Dolby, who sounds, it's appropriately named. The music guy is named Dolby. Any relation? Narration, Dan Pye. Oh, I did 3 voices. Addy the manager. Okay. Well, I enjoyed it. It's, I do enjoy a good point-and-click game every once in a while, and I forgot for a few moments that I was actually playing a point-and-click game. But that's going to be it for me. I'll see you guys probably Monday. Go out there, play some fun-ass games, and I will see you next time. Have a great night.